And on this episode of The Comic Book Industry Continues to Die, we have this from Cosmic Book News. Marvel replaces Hawkeye with woke, non-binary Indian. What are you guys doing? Can you just imagine for a second, someone comes up to you with the idea of this, and you have to green light it? Or worst of all, you think it's a good idea. What are the sales of Marvel Comics these days? You never hear anything good out of this company. Every time there's a headline of Marvel Comics, it's always something stupid like this. And I've always wondered, how do they keep making stuff like, how do they keep getting away with making the worst ideas ever? The comic book stores around the country are closing. A lot of these places are shutting up shop because no one's buying it. There was a guy a couple years ago that called out all these places for it and said, yeah, you're making garbage. No one wants to buy your stuff. They have to close down. And when I see something like this, it's just comical at this point. It's a joke. No one believes in any of this stuff anymore. This is the wrong audience to bank on. They're not buying this stuff. They might go online and defend it, which is why I think this stuff keeps happening, because Marvel, they live on Twitter and Reddit. They live on all these sites that just do nothing but slow stroke them off and tell them what a great job they're doing. Oh, I feel so represented. But it comes down to, in the end, you're not buying their comics. You're not buying their products. You're not buying their movies. You're not tuning in for the gayest Star Wars ever. You're not tuning in for Agatha, the gayest MCU show ever. You're not doing it. You're not doing it, and Marvel, they must know this by now. They must know that they are just hemorrhaging money, going down this pathway, getting harpooned in the comments every single day, being laughed at hysterically. All these reactors making tons of money by laughing at this stuff. It just makes you wonder, what's the breaking point here? I mean, was Hawkeye the greatest character ever? No. Not really. Even comic book Hawkeye, I would say he was interesting, but I didn't really have, a desire to want to continuously read the story of Clint Barton. Like, I didn't really care that much, but if you're changing him for a non-binary Indian, you've hit rock bottom here. It just seems like each and every week, this community wants to give us more and more garbage. That all we can do is just read and react and make videos laughing at it, because I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm really at a loss for when I saw this. I'm like, it's over. And I gotta be honest, when I first saw this headline, I didn't do a video about it immediately. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was an absolute joke. Like, no, they can't possibly go down this route, but they did. And this is where we're at. So this comic, whatever it is, if it has a solo comic run or something like that, I don't know, probably got like a few issues like Ironheart and just die off. I don't see this character remotely becoming anything in the live action movies or even in like the What If a cartoon universe of it or any animated series. It's just bad. And this company right now, it might get sold one day at this point. They can't do a single solitary thing right. We're really at that point where we have to figure out or really predict when the buyout's going to happen. When a new CEO is going to take over this company, when new leadership's going to take over, because a change needs to be made. And when I read something like this, Hawkeye change, woke, non-binary Indian, it's got to go. Sell it or burn it to the ground. But in the end, what do you guys think about that?
I'll carry you when you can't go on, through fire and shadow till the dark is gone. In the heart of Mordor, with a strength unknown, for you, dear friend, I'll bring you home.